Hello and welcome to the Limitless Podcast. This is Deanna Herrin, your host. Such an honor to be with you on this Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. On today's podcast, I'm tackling the topic of the psychology of consciousness. As a mindset mentor, I coach women through their belief systems. And we have two sets of belief systems. We have belief systems that are empowering, and those are probably about 5% of our beliefs that run through our mind at any time. 95% of the beliefs that run through our mind and are controlling our every action are limiting beliefs. And in order for you to change those limiting beliefs, you have to be aware of what they are. That's consciousness. Awareness is consciousness. What are you aware of? In today's podcast, we are going to look at 4 levels of consciousness. So you can see exactly where you are. You can see some of the patterns that have been formed. Our job here on this earth is really to unbecome the beliefs, the 95% beliefs that are limiting our potential, is to overcome the patterns that are limiting our potential that we repeat over and over and over because we are not aware of them, and to overcome the stories that we tell ourselves that are not ours, and really to awaken to the truth of who you are and release those limiting beliefs. Who are you? Who are you? You are limitless potential, limitless potential. The only limitations are the limitations that we place on ourselves. I'm going to move you through some stages of consciousness. And as you walk through your life, you are going to move, we're all going to move, hopefully, through these stages of consciousness if you're willing to do the work to release those limiting beliefs. You will move through the stages, hopefully to an awakened state. What is an awakened state? An awakened state is where we clearly, purely are without ego. We have released our ego. We have fully surrendered to God Almighty, beloved, the source of all things, the universe, God, whatever you call your creator. Fully surrender to that creator state. So this is a difficult topic, but we're going to dive into this. So I want you to understand that we all start with the first stage. We all start with the first stage. And the first stage is we're not awake at all. So I want you to understand that as a young infant, you are fully awake to your full potential. And what causes those limiting beliefs are the programming that we receive from our parents, from society, from relationships, from schooling, etc. We are taught how to think. We are taught what is right or wrong. We are taught these are the things you should do. These are the things that you shouldn't do. So we're really not free thinkers. We're really not free thinkers. And everyone is born into, eventually, they come into the state of this mentality. And it's called victim mentality. I don't really love the word, but you will understand what I mean as I explain this. Victim mentality really is a place where we complain a lot about our lives. It's where we blame everyone else around us for our circumstances. We blame everyone else around us for our lack of success. We blame people, places, and things for our lack of money. And we believe that everyone is out to get us. It's kind of a survival mode. And I'm going to tell you, this is the majority of people. And blaming is a place where you can get out of when you recognize the limitations that you have placed on yourself, those limiting beliefs, where they came from. You can begin to go up to the next level of consciousness, which is empowerment. And empowerment is when you are actually aware of your thoughts. You're aware of those limiting beliefs. You're aware when you go into victim mentality. Here I am again. I'm blaming, I'm justifying, or I'm making some excuses for some reason. That's a place of empowerment. So you can see that that place of empowerment is actually a step above the victim mentality. You are aware that you are in that position. Empowerment is also understanding that you know you're here for a bigger purpose, a much bigger purpose, and you're willing and able to make some adjustments in your belief systems. You're aware, and now you want to make some adjustments. You want to do the inner work. This is a place of empowerment. So that's the second level of consciousness. The third level of consciousness is actually complete surrender. It's realizing that you are truly not the operating force of your life, that there's something bigger than you, that there is that higher power, the divine God, the universe, the all that is, the life force that connects all things. Surrender is the third level of consciousness. And it's recognizing and having the ability to have faith and trust in every single circumstance. It's complete surrender of yourself and align yourself with God. And in the surrender state is where you actually begin to co-create with God, only in that surrender state. In the victim mentality, you are creating your life based on those limiting beliefs. Based on those limiting beliefs, your subconscious mind is going to attract what you believe is true. In the surrender phase, you are surrendering and you're able to co-create with God and bring those things into your life that you desire. And the last stage of consciousness is awakening. You may have heard this of an enlightenment state. And this is actually where you are beyond the mind. It's a total surrender of the ego. And I personally don't know anybody that has reached this state. I would say Jesus definitely had reached that state of awakening and enlightenment where, he was totally able to surrender to God's will and do God's work. So on the awakening stage, it's a complete surrender. Like you really have no ego. There's no subconscious mind running the show. It's purely total surrender to God. What an amazing, amazing place to be. This is definitely a phase of enlightenment that I would love to be at as I release more and more of those limiting beliefs. But you have to unbecome those things that you think you are to actually see the true abundance, the true opportunities, and experience the bliss of the awakening. In the awakening, we can't make this happen. It's actually a complete surrender space. I want you to look at, where are you right now? Where are you right now? Are you still in that state of victim mentality? I can tell you there are definitely times in my life as I release more and more of my limited belief systems, I'm able to recognize when I go into that victim mentality in some area of my life and then rewire that. So that is something that we can stay in. You can release some of it, and then there will be more layers of it, is what I've recognized in my life. You can be in victim mentality as well as in other areas of your life, be in the empowerment phase as well. So you can vacillate back and forth depending on what relationship you're working on. Our limiting beliefs will play in every single relationship in our life, whether it's money, marriage, friendships, health, wealth, business. It plays out, those limiting beliefs play in all areas. So as you work through a limiting belief, say in your marriage, that will open up for you to work through that limiting belief in your business, in your money mindset, and in spirituality, and your health. So it will open that up for you in all areas. So you can have victim mentality in one area, but feel fully empowered and are working through that limiting belief in another area. And it will play out, and you'll be able to heal that in different areas of your life, which is super cool. So as I have released some limiting beliefs in my personal life, in my business life, in my money, I've also healed those in my marriage. Surrender. Are you in that surrender? Like, I release this. I completely give this over. I'm going to do the work, and I'm going to completely give this over to God. I have faith and trust that it's all working out for my highest good. It's all working out for my highest good of my business. The people who are here to work with me are being drawn to me at this time. It's all working out for my highest good in my marriage. It's all working out for my highest good in my health, et cetera. I'm willing to do the work, and I trust the process. That is surrender. And then the awakening is no ego, no identities, no labels in your life. It's full surrender to your soul's purpose. Such an amazing, amazing opportunity this year, my friend, to grab a hold of those limiting beliefs, those belief systems that are holding you back from your purest potential. And I'm here to help you. I'm excited for what's happening in 2025. There are more and more people who are becoming a member of the Limitless community. And I love seeing the transformation in this process. I'm looking forward to talking to you next week. God bless you. I love you as always.